Krishna Bus Tour by Mitra Das, Chapter 23, Golden Moments with Pinocchio. Dad, there's a really nice view down that trail. I'd just woken up and was trying to remember where we were. You've got to see it. It takes a lot to impress me. I'm from Hawaii. You'll like it. I followed the trail to Lake Louise, where people paddled canoes over turquoise water framed by steep mountains. One mountain jutted into the lake, making you wonder what those faraway people in canoes saw as they rounded the bend. Bus kids laughed. It doesn't look real. It's too nice. Rocks, dirt, trees, water, the same stuff we see everywhere, I said. But this is like a good cook who can make a miracle dish from potatoes. Someone did a good job. This is fairy tale stuff. Where are the unicorns? It's like there's a painting behind the lake. It's fake, I said. Nothing can look this nice. Manorama got everyone into their bus tour t-shirts for a group photo in front of the lake. Narayan and I stood in the back with the other tall people. Okay, everyone, don't squint. 1, 2, 3. Okay, one more. The picture's right here. Trying to find Mitra or Narayan in the back. Ah, there they are. Mitra's right there. I think. Maybe not. There's a dunda. I don't know. Anyway, we'll meet for lunch up on that mountain. Manorama pointed. Oh, that's an arm. Okay, got it. We'll meet for lunch up on that mountain, Manorama pointed. There's another lake up there. Everyone take your time and enjoy the hike. We zigzagged through forests of deep green pines. Grappa, I said. Look at that hat Jayananda's wearing. It's much too small for him, Grappa said. Jayananda's Irish nose had been getting redder every day. He'd borrowed a hat to protect it. With those shorts, I said, as Jayananda bounced ahead through the pines, we're in a magic forest where Pinocchio's become a real boy. Hey, Jayananda, Grappa said, you'd better be careful not to tell any lies. Jayananda aimed his red nose at us. What's that? You'd better not tell any lies. All right, then. Jayananda turned and bounced along the trail while Grappa and I walked like puppets. Hey, Jayananda, Grappa called again. You look like Pinocchio. Jayananda looked back. It's the hat and your shorts. Jayananda pulled at the legs of his shorts, curtsied, tipped his hat, and continued bouncing over the rocky trail. We were greeted by a caribou at Jasper Park. Look at those antlers, I said. You don't want to mess with that guy. I'm not getting off the bus till he's gone. We slept under the open sky to watch the meteor shower due that night. Che had joined our tour for a week. I watched her build the fire. She knew what she was doing. We'll be safe from any bears with Che here. We circled around the fire and took turns singing. Che surprised the boys with her mridanga playing, and they applauded when she finished. The next morning, Manorama announced, Today we'll visit the hot springs. It's a 40-minute drive. Then we'll come back here for dinner. You'll really like this, Sri Ram told me. He was the polite one, always holding doors open and running errands. It's my favorite spot on the whole bus tour. The springs are up on a mountain, and the scenery is stunning. All right, I said, you talked me into it. We drove through Rocky Mountain scenery and checked in at the hot springs. There were 4 swimming pools, each with water at a different temperature than the others. Lifeguards blew their whistles at our boys a few times when they got rowdy. I sat in the hottest pool with the other bus drivers, our Brahmin threads floating over our chests. In the late 1970s, Dravinaksha had driven Vishnu Jan Swami's bus, a mobile temple full of monks. They traveled across the U.S., bringing Krishna to remote places. The Radha Damodar party only lasted a few years, he said, like the Pony Express. People are still enamored with the idea. Prabhupada really liked it, I said. Back then, we were the same age as these boys. Vishnu Jan made it work. People loved him. It didn't matter if we were in Texas or Nebraska, they'd melt whenever he sang or spoke. You did good this morning, I said. That class you gave at the campsite, I'm glad I was there to hear it. Manorama said it was historic. You've driven all these years, and that was the first time you gave a Bhagavatam class on the bus tour. I could see you were feeling it, and the kids were in there too. After a couple of weeks on the road, I get all softened up, you know. Kind of emotional. I read stuff and it touches me. I just tried to share a little of that. I talked with the kids later on. They appreciated what you said. Let's get out of here. I'm starting to melt. The lifeguard blew his whistle again. We joined the boys in the cold water pool. Sri Ram pointed. Look at those mountains. It's like we're swimming in a postcard. How does he know about postcards? Dravinaksha said. Do people still use them? There's a picture of them in the pool with the boys. And Mitra and Narayan are right here. Mitra and Narayan. Breakfast had been a bowl of Captain Crunch, and lunch had not been served, so we were anticipating our dinner. Then the rain hit. It followed the buses down the mountain to the campground. Our windshield wipers barely kept up. We pulled into our parking lot, and Manorama radioed the boys' bus. We're going to cook on the bus. We won't make a fire. Really? I asked. Are you sure? It grew steamy on our bus with the windows shut tight against the horizontal rain. The wind shook the bus. We were hungry. I could hear it in the boys' voices. Mitra Prabhu, Sri Ram said. The boys in back asked what we're doing. Is there a plan? We're waiting, I said. That's what we do on bus tour. Hurry up or wait. When we're done waiting, we'll hurry again. Sri Ram laughed politely and told the boys, We're waiting. Through the blurry windshield, I saw two boys carrying a large pot. I opened the door, and the bus came to life. What do we have? Dripping wet, the two boys showed us a steaming pot of soup and a tray of bread. Is that all? I'm frickin' hungry. Pretty light language, considering the situation. We filled our bowls with soup, and Manorama radioed, We need to hurry. Shyam was my keeper-upper that night as I gave in to griping. I said again, There are two modes on a bus tour, hurry and wait. That's all we do. I instantly regretted it and tried to repair the statement. But there are moments in between. And those are golden, Shyam said. That's the price we pay. We have to hurry, and sometimes we wait, and sometimes we go hungry. And it's worth every bit. He meant it. Shyam had beaten me at my own game. I'm supposed to be the adult with insight and a positive attitude. We'd been swimming in a postcard and seen caribou, glaciers, and a meteor shower. You can't have everything in one day. It was a while before I could respond. What are some golden moments for you? There are so many. Pick one or two. At Saranagati, at Jamuna's house, when Amal led the kirtan. The bus hurried through the Canadian darkness to the next golden moment. I was still hungry, but at least it wasn't raining. I hoped to live long enough to see what these kids do for the world.